Hey guys, Captain Matthew here, Ocean Grown Charters. We were just recently at the Miami International Boat Show. Came across a product that we thought was going to be revolutionary, especially for a small boat like this, 23-foot, single engine. It's called the iHoy Captain. It's an autopilot device that requires no backbone. You don't have to go in and add $3,000 to $4,000 worth of components to have an adaptable autopilot system for your boat. This is a product we thought was perfect for us. It's available on Amazon. We went and picked one up. You're going to take a look with me firsthand, and we're going to open it up and just check out everything we got in the box here. Okay. We got some hardware. Now this is the main unit here. And we were very impressed with this at the boat show. It was probably what I would think was the product of the entire show. Now this unit's going to mount behind our steering wheel here. It requires no additional hardware to turn this boat into a full autopilot system. So what we're going to do is we're going to take you along with us. We're going to install it. We're going to take it out on the water, and we're going to show you how it works and give you our full detailed review on this product, the iHoy Autopilot. All right, guys, so we're going to get into the installation side here of this iHoy Autopilot Captain system. First thing you're going to do is you're going to remove the center nut from your steering wheel. Now, depending on what type of steering helm that you have installed on your boat, you are either going to use the included nut. They have a lock nut system, but this one actually is a bolt-on. So what we did here was quick trip to Ace Hardware. This is all that you're going to need. We'll have all the details in the comments for you, but it's basically here what we're going to do is take the main unit. It's going to slide right onto the steering helm. You're going to line it up with the lock and pinion. And what we're going to do is we're going to put the first washer in here. That's going to go around. Second washer. And we have our lock nut. Once this is locked on here, we're going to tighten it down with a wrench. All right, guys, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to tighten the nut into the system. Doesn't need to be overly tightened, just, secure. And then the second part here is the stabilization. You're going to find whichever nut works for your steering helm. They come with two different size nuts. We tested it out, and it looks like this is going to be the one for us. Very easy, no tool required for this part. Just gonna thread it on there. Okay, so for the bottom, we're gonna use a little bit longer nut here. It's gonna work just fine. Get it threaded on. Very easy installation process with this unit. Very impressed with the design overall. You can do this in, 30 minutes in your backyard with some real basic hand tools. Depending on how your steering wheel is attached, you might need a steering wheel puller. Simple tool like this. You can rent one from your local Ace Hardware, or you could buy one. I recommend, if you own a boat, to have one, because just doing typical steering wheel maintenance, it doesn't hurt to have that product on hand. It's very cheap. Okay, so we got the bottom. All right, guys, at this point, we're installing the adapter plate from the iHoy unit that allows you to reinstall your steering wheel. And they come pre-backed with Loctite on each nut, so you're not going to have to worry about anything backing out while you're underway. And just like that, she's ready to install the steering wheel. So next you're going to take your steering wheel, going to line it up with the locking point, and use the integrated nut and bolts that comes with the unit. And just like that, the iHoy is installed on my 23-foot charter fishing boat. Give it a quick tighten down. Guessing this is it. Wow, good guess. The iHoy unit is now officially installed. All we have to do is plug in the cigarette lighter connection point, and we are back in the game. And it still functions perfectly stock. It's amazing. So now that we have the iHoy autopilot installed, I'll show you how that functions. This is under full manual mode. Runs like your traditional boat did before you installed the autopilot. When you want to use the autopilot functions, you just push forward, lift up till you hear a click on these two levers, and now it's going to be controlled by the gearbox system that will keep your boat in autopilot mode. If you're ever in an emergency situation, you need to get out real quick, pull down, you're right back to being able to steer. Now you can still steer the system in an emergency situation while it's engaged. But if you have time to break it out, an extra 2 seconds, you're back to super light, easy steering. Okay guys, so to power the unit, it comes with a cigarette plug lighter and a traditional marine adapter, waterproof. It comes right underneath the unit here. And just like that. Power is connected. We just got to plug this into a cigarette lighter and we have autopilot on the boat. All right guys, the next step, once you have the unit installed and connected to a power source, you're going to go on the Apple iTunes store, or if you have an Android, you're going to go to their app solution store, and you're going to download the iHoy app off of the store. And next thing you're going to do, you're going to allow notifications. You're going to give permission for allow while using the app. You're going to let it configure through Bluetooth. Allow. Just as easy as that. Successful. Ready to use the iHoy Captain. Then you're going to input your phone number. Hit next. And enter the code that they send to your phone. You're going to read through all of this, accept the terms, accept the warranty and disclaimer. You're going to hit next. Going to name it Ocean Grown 23. That's going to be my username, and then I'm going to put my email in. Twenty-three center console. Look up the brand name of your boat. And if it's not on there, you're going to click other. You're going to input the model, 23 center console, 2021, 3,500 pounds, 8-foot width, 23-foot length, even though it said meters. Outboard. I'm going to put in Suzuki, 250, and we're going to put 1 for motor count. It's going to take all your information, calibrate into the system. So the next step is going to be to connect your unit. You're going to go underneath the right side of the unit. There's a power switch. You're going to click it. You'll hear an audible beep. You're going to press connect on the app. It's now searching for device. We're going to put the boat name, Ocean Grown 23. You're going to hit next. Device successfully registered, and you're going to hear an audible beep on the system when it's connected. So you're going to hit close. And now we have the device registered in our system. You have wind data, temperature data. All right, guys, so we just finished installing the iHoy autopilot hardware system. We installed the app onto my phone. The entire process took less than 20 minutes. The system is fully updated and ready to be tested. We're going to take it out to the water now. We're going to test 3 systems. Okay, so the main 3 functions we're going to test out is the autopilot system. Then we're going to test the smartphone steering system, which basically turns your cell phone into a remote control for the boat. So you're able to steer the boat just using your iPhone app. The third system we're going to test is a waypoint following system. It's a GPS mapping system. So basically you can set waypoints and this unit will take you on a direct route to those waypoints. So let's hit the water and see how everything works.